Hello, welcome back. Tonight I will talk about a grimoire of mine called Gusion. It is a larger book, a larger grimoire, around 400 pages. So it is a larger book. Gusion is one of the spirits of the Ars Goetia. It is an inspiration from that book of King Solomon, the representation, of course, of Gusion as well. At the same time, in my grimoire, in my book, it offers a different understanding, or even more clear, it's almost like the elements of Gusion come even more to light, or the different things that Gusion carries, or the different abilities, or the things that he's very good at or master at. The eighth element of Gusion being the master. And the book, as I've said, has a very large size, so it is a larger book. I think that's a very nice quality to the book of Gusion. It has a very nice size. It has this black cover where we see Gusion in this very light ochre colors of gold, somehow like that, with his name and his appearance as the lion holding a book. That's the element of the book, of the knowledge, of course, the master of knowledge as well, Gusion. He does carry that element of the book and that symbolic meaning of what it represents as well. And then we see the pentagram. It's the five star with this symbol of Gusion as well. It can have different meanings in general, or different meaning for Gusion in this case, definitely. And I really like the cover. It shows this element of the lion of Gusion, and that element of the king, the element of the power, the element of the master, that the lion represents, that ideal or royalty, or very good, something very strong, very powerful, very smart, very intelligent. That's the element of the lion, of course, the raw element of the lion as well. So Gusion, the name Gusion, as I've said in the other recording, it does speak a little bit about some type of French origin, or some French root in some way or another. Gusion, it has this ending of yon, which is very representative in French language, Gusion, and the way it's pronounced, it sounds very French, Gusion, and it has a very nice sound to it. It is a very beautiful name, one that one enjoys saying, and it has a certain power as well. It's a Gusion, starts with the G, and then we have the U, S, E, O, N. So it's 6 letters, and the star too has like 5. It's like 5 angles, that element of the star as well, with the circle around, and then the element of the book. The book represents knowledge, or the element of the knowledge, what that brings with it as well. What knowledge brings wisdom, knowledge brings knowledge makes wise, that element of the knowledge in the meaning of the wise, in the meaning of the book as well, of course. At the same time, we don't know what type of book it is. It could be a book that could be very religious, or very austere. There is the element of austerity as well with him, with Gusion, this austerità, austeridad, or it is an Italian word as well. In Romania is auster. So there is this Latin origin, or some type of Latin origin to his name. Could be, but I think from the name is more French, Gusion, and the other elements are more Latin inspired, or as I said, has this influence in a Latin way, even maybe in the meaning of the book, or in different ways. So it's quite interesting for me too to look at him, the way of analyzing him, a little more distant approach. Of course, I know many things about Gusion. I wrote the grimoire of him, and I read it. I enjoyed it. It is a very nice grimoire, and I love, of course, Gusion carries a lot of beautiful meanings, and he is a master. No, Gusion is a master. Gusion is very good what he does. No, the element of the mastership or the master mind or the master element of it. But at the same time, it is not necessarily the correct interpretation of Gusion. No. For one to understand Gusion, one has to look in a different way or from a different perspective, or have some type of understanding when it comes to Gusion. He does not reveal himself in that way. No, he is, as I've said, la austeridad, like the seriousness or the austerity. No, the element of him being alone or him being very concentrated on his work. The element of the something serious or something that is important. Of course, this is a more simple interpretation of Gusion, but I find it still interesting. I like to look at the detailed aspects of a character name. Could be anything, in the meaning of what gives meaning or what is interesting in this aspect, what new understanding I can have when it comes to Gusion. There is the element of the new, there is the element of the knowledge or understanding, no? Almost like there are steps to that part of the wisdom. There are different steps, of course. The part of understanding or the part of finding an answer or an idea. So there is the element of the something that opens or something that can be made. So in the book, of course, in the Grimoire, one has the more clear understanding of Gusion. It is very nice represented in the books. In the book of Gusion, I like the book. The book is all about him. So it does carry, of course, as the title, as the book, that element of Gusion, that element of what interested me as well in his case. And of course, I invite you to read the book of Gusion or the Grimoire of Gusion. It is, as I said, a special genre, but in general I think it's a great book, and for those who love this genre of the Grimoire, it's definitely something beautiful as well. So Gusion, carries a lot of beauty, a lot of different elements that are softer as well. There is the element of that type of understanding. It is actually, if one understands Gusion, a very beautiful part of his persona, or the way he is, the way Gusion is. And the best is, of course, in the Grimoire to read. That's the best I can advise. If one has interest more in the thematic of Gusion, one can do very easily through the Grimoire, through my book. It is a story, of course. It is not a fact in the meaning of who Gusion is. It is a literary work. It's a book. It's a includes a lot of different elements of the hymn, of the verses, or the poetic or the lyrical part of the book. Then the meaning or the beautiful story of Gusion. It does carry a story as well, that it's beautiful. And it speaks about different elements that are connected to the knowledge, or different elements that one is free to interpret as well. As I've said, it is a literary work, especially in poetic form, which of course create a certain type of beauty of that message or that meaning that it does carry. So I like to write my grimoires in a very poetic, lyrical way. Thank you so much for listening. I will continue another time where I talk about Gusion. If you want to have the grimoire for yourself, or the book of Gusion, you can order it in the link description box below. And if you want to listen to other playlists of mine as well, you can check in the description box the link to the playlist of Gusion. Thank you so much. Until next time. Bye.